while they want to say just move money from one place to another, they starved everything. So which starved service that's needed for our families do we take more money from to try to fill holes in other places? I am doing my very best to find any and every dollar in this budget. We were able to do it for a couple of services. We were able to do it to fill part of that Medicaid hole, but know that all these are finding one-time money or one-time savings and applying them to programs that deserve to have the security of being funded year in and year out, of actually being in the budget, which the supermajority removed the necessary funding to do. But let me say, I know what the Lee Specialty Clinic means to Louisville and all the families that use it. It provides health and dental care for Kentuckians with disabilities. These cuts are wrong. And frankly, it really hurts to know our neighbors are needlessly suffering, because when we said, if we want to keep all these services open, we need this amount of money, the supermajority said, nope, we're going to give you a lot less, but you go try to find it. People shouldn't play political games with the needs of our people. As I announced 2 weeks ago, I'm doing what I can to help. Now, some of the leadership, especially in the House, have made these statements about how I have flexibility to find money in the budget and move it around. And let me tell you, these are new statements. This was not the belief and interpretation in budgets past. But I want to help our people. So I'm taking that as legislative intent, and I am working to find dollars in any place throughout. And now, I believe we found a short-term option for the Lee Specialty Clinic, at least throughout this next fiscal year. Let me be very, very clear again. This is a Band-Aid solution. This isn't guaranteed funding that only the General Assembly can provide through the budget unit. This is me finding money and moving it to prevent these cuts from happening this year. It'll not permanently fix the problem. We'll face it again if the legislature doesn't come in January and ultimately provide the funding that's needed. But hopefully it gives enough time for all the families that are worried, that are online, or that showed up yesterday to say, come back in January and provide the money directly that's needed. So here's where I found the money. In the last two budgets, while the supermajority, at least in this one, underfunded services to our family, it's begun to fund a $400 million renovation to the Capitol Annex offices. $400 million on their offices. It includes a parking garage just for them. You, the public, are not allowed, can't talk to them, walking from the car to the office. The supermajority shouldn't be building a Taj Mahal for themselves while families with disabilities are suffering. Recently, I learned the project can't even begin until 2029. Why? Because all the employees in the annex have to have a place to go. And the plan is for them to go in the temporary chambers that the legislature's using. But the chambers won't be open until the Capitol project is finished and we're able to reopen the House and the Senate. So this money will not even be used in the next couple of years, which means it would just go back to the rainy day fund. In other words, that's millions of dollars that are sitting there in bond payments that will not otherwise be used. So I'm using the flexibility that they claim that I have to move that funding for the annex, and it's going to be used to fund the Lee Specialty Clinic for the next fiscal year. Again, it's just a year, but it gives us the time, and hopefully the outcry reaches folks that it needs to, and we get an amendment to that budget that then the Lee Specialty Clinic knows will go through the second year as well.